Hello friends and welcome to my crochet channel. In this video I have a very interesting and unique pattern tutorial. It's very easy yet unusual technique. The pattern consists of 2 rows repeat. I really love how this pattern turned out. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like my video and press that notification button so you won't miss out on my upcoming tutorials. I have 2 samples I want to show you for this pattern, and the blue pattern was crocheted from this 100% cotton yarn, which is a bit thinner. And this is also cotton yarn, but it's a bit thicker. And here is the sample. Depending on the yarn kind, your texture and the size of the pattern would differ. So let's get started. The rapport of this pattern consists of multiples of 12 stitches plus 1 for the symmetry. For this sample, cast on 37 stitches. For the first row, start with 5 single crochets, the first one on the second chain. So this is 2, 3, 4, and one more. 5 single crochets. Now we need to make a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's continue with 10 single crochets, and the first one is on the third chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. This is what we have, and now we're going to make a chain of 4 and 10 more single crochets. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Starting from the third chain, we're going to make 10 single crochets. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 more. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's finish up with a chain of 4 and 5 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and starting from the third chain, 5 single crochets. 1, 2. So as you can see, we have 5 single crochets from each side and 10 single crochets within the pattern. We are done with our lace. Now we need to start the pattern. Make a chain of 1, turn the work over. Now for this row we're going to start with 5 single crochets again, but this time we're going to make them longer. So that was 1. This is the second single crochet. So we're going to make a cluster of 5 stitches. So this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. So we have 5 long stitches, 5 loops. Now inside this little circle we need to have 10 loops. So the reason I'm grabbing the 2 loops from the previous part is that I am going to have equal length of the stitches this way. So we need to cast on 10 more loops. Now I have 5. I need to do 5 more, and I'm grabbing the last 2, so I will measure the other loops based on the length of the loops I already have on my hook. So 10 single crochets, but long ones. Now here I have 10 stitches. We need to crochet 10 more long loops, 1 in each stitch, and again I'm grabbing 2 from the previous circle. So this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, and now I'm just letting them go so it's easier, and I'm just grabbing the last 2, and let's continue. We need to crochet 5 more. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's see what we have. Now we need to crochet 10 more inside this circle. So again I'm grabbing the last 2 from the previous part. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, letting them go. It's just easier for me that way. I grab the last 2. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 more, 10. I'm letting them go and grabbing the last 2. Now again we have a lace of 10 stitches, and we need to crochet 1 loop in each stitch. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Letting them go, again grabbing the last 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 more, 10. Let's continue, and we have that last circle before we finish up the row, and again 10 single crochets here as well, 10 loops. Let's count: 1, 2, let me do that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. Now we need to finish up the row, and we have 5 single crochets, and as we did in the beginning, we need to crochet 5 loops here as well. So this is 1, 2, 3, 2 more, 4, and the last one, 5. Once you finish up this row, this is what you should have. And in the next row, we are going to connect all these loops into one lace. So in the last 2 rows we started with 5 single crochets, so this time we take 5 loops, and we're going to connect them with a slip stitch. So yarn over and pull the yarn through the 5 stitches and make a chain of 1 to fasten it. Now we're going to take each stitch, each big loop, and make a single crochet. So that was 1. Take the next one and crochet 1 single crochet. Next one. One more. So we need to have 5. And the last one, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5. Now make a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, make 5 single crochets to connect the long loops. This is 1. 2, insert the hook, make a yarn over, and a single crochet. Now we have 5 from that side as well. So in total we have 10 single crochets with a chain of 4 in between. Now count 10 more loops and pull them all onto the hook. So we need to have 10 long loops, and we are going to connect them all in one stitch with a slip stitch. So make a yarn over and pull the yarn through all the 10 stitches and make a single crochet. To fasten it, and this is what you should have, and we're going to repeat the pattern of 5 single crochets, chain of 4, and 5 more single crochets. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we need to make a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 single crochets to connect 5 loops. 1, 2, 3, and make sure you are pulling the loops in the right direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can see the pattern more defined now. And let's finish up the row. Take 10 loops, and we're going to connect them all in one cluster of 10 stitches. So 10 loops. Make a yarn over and pull the yarn through all 10 stitches at once. Make a single crochet. Repeat. Make 5 single crochets, a chain of 4, and 5 more single crochets. So that was 2. Take another loop. This is 3. 2 more. This is 4 and 5. Continue with a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now we're going to take the last 5 loops and crochet them all in one stitch. So yarn over and pull the yarn through all 5 stitches and make a single crochet. This is what we have, and now we are going to continue the pattern by casting on long stitches. We are going to repeat what we did in the previous row when we casted on long single crochets. So make a chain of 1, turn around, and 5 single crochets. Let's start with 5. This is 1. It's the same thing as we did in the previous row. but there is just one little thing I wanna point out that differs. So 5 long single crochets, and I'm going to leave them and take the last 2, and now inside this opening we're going to crochet 10 more loops. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to crochet 5 more, so I'm taking again the last 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one, 10. So until here everything is exactly the same. Now for this part we need to crochet 10 more as we did previously, but we have 11 stitches because we had a cluster in between. So I'm just gonna continue and I'll point it out. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you see we have this stitch here. I'm going to show you. When we had the cluster, we made a cluster in the previous row, right here in the middle. I am not going to make a loop here, so I'm just going to skip that stitch and continue with the next one. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're just going to repeat the pattern as we did, and the only thing that differs here is that there is a cluster in between the 11th stitch that we need to skip when we are crocheting. You can continue this row on your own and crochet the long loops, and in the next row we're going to connect these long loops with single crochets, again starting with 5 and then 5 more and a chain of 4 and the last 5. Just repeat the pattern all over again. Now once you finished this row, you should have something similar to this, and start repeating the pattern with single crochets to attach them all together. I think by now you got the idea of the pattern, and I will finish up the tutorial here. And I'm just going to compare these two samples. You see both of these yarns are cotton yarns, but the blue sample is a bit thinner and the pink pattern is a bit thicker yarn, and that is why our patterns are different in sizes. This is the end. Thank you for watching.
Hello everyone, my name is Amy and my grandma made this channel, so this is Grandma's Adventures. I hope you enjoy this video. See you next time, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.